Now that you are in a deep trance, we are going to give you a trigger, or reinforce it if you already have it. The trigger phrase is "I am an orca." If you use this trigger, or if someone that you trust says the trigger phrase "you are an orca," you will undergo the transformation that you are about to experience again at whatever speed you want. Additionally, you will instantly turn back into a human if you use the reset phrase "I am not an orca," or if someone that you trust says the reset phrase "you are not an orca." Now the transformation will begin. First, feel a tingling sensation all over your body as your skin becomes smooth and rubbery, any hair that you have disappearing as the skin beneath it changes. As this happens, the skin on most of your body turns black, but the skin on the front of your neck, the front and underside of your torso, and the front of your head from the middle of your mouth down, is white. Also, there is a white oval-shaped section of skin on the left and right sides of your head. They are each as wide as the sides of your head are and 1/3 as tall as them. They are vertically located so that the bottom of them is level with the bottom of your eyes, as well as horizontally centered on the center of the sides of your head that they are on. There is also a strip of white skin that starts just below the base of your spine and goes straight down until it reaches the underside of your torso. It is 1/3 as wide as your torso is and is horizontally centered on it. Additionally, the skin on the top 2/3 of the inner side of your legs is white, and halfway down these sections of white skin they start to curve inwards at an equal rate so that they form a continuous curve between the left and right sides of them. Furthermore, there is a section of gray skin on your back in the shape of a crescent that curves upwards. It is vertically centered halfway up your back and is horizontally centered with the middle of your back. It is as wide as your back is and 1/3 as tall as it is. Next, feel a strong pulling sensation at the base of your spine as a long tail starts to grow. It is as long as you are tall and starts out being 1/3 as wide as you are, but it gradually gets narrower so that it almost comes to a point 5/6 of the way down it. There, it splits into two fins that are each half as wide as your torso is. One of the fins points to the right while the other one points to the left. Also, the skin on the top half of your tail is black, but the skin on the bottom half of it is white. After that, feel your head start to shrink so that it is only 2/3 as long as it had been. Now, feel a pulling sensation on your back as a large fin starts to grow that is 1 inch wide, as well as half as tall and 1/3 as long as your torso is tall. It is covered in the same black skin as most of your body and is angled so that the tip of it points straight down. It is horizontally centered with the center of your back and the bottom of it is just above the top of the horizontal center of the gray section of skin that is on your back. Next, feel a strong pulling sensation on your entire face below your eyes as a round muzzle starts to form that is as long as your shortened head is. As this happens, part of your nose recedes into your face while the rest of it is absorbed into your muzzle, leaving behind no trace of its existence except for your nose holes. However, even those are hidden as black skin grows over them to perfectly conceal their location. Fortunately, there are tiny holes in the skin that covers your nose that are so small that they are invisible to the naked eye, but that are big enough to allow you to breathe just fine. Simultaneously, your teeth become shaped like sharp and pointy triangles as new identical teeth form to fill in the space created by your mouth elongating during the formation of your muzzle. Now, feel your ears start to shrink away and disappear, nothing remaining but smooth skin where your ears once were. Fortunately, as your ears were shrinking away, the skin in the area where your ears were became very sensitive to vibrations, allowing these sections of skin to effectively become your new ears. Despite how different your new and old ears are, you will find that your hearing is just as good as it was before the transformation began. After that, feel a round 1 inch wide hole form in the middle of the top of your head. Through it, you will be able to eject water. Of course, you won't actually have a hole in your head that you can propel water out of, but you will perceive yourself as having one and will never find it weird or unusual that the water that you shoot out of the hole in your head doesn't affect anything and that you can't feel it. Also, you won't be able to understand any logic when it is applied in a way that directly suggests that you can't shoot water out of the hole in your head. Next, your irises become a wonderfully deep shade of aqua. As this happens, your mind changes in several ways. The first change is that you will think that your fin and tail greatly increase your swimming abilities. However, this won't actually be the case. In reality, your mind will just change so that you think your human swimming abilities are many times worse than they actually are, creating the illusion of this form improving them, but you will be completely unaware of the fact that this is what is happening. The second change is that you will find that it feels really nice to rub your body against stuff. The third and final mental change is that you will really enjoy being wet, and especially swimming. If you already enjoy one or both of these things, you will find that you now enjoy them much more. Finally, the effects of this hypnosis file will become inactive if they are a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if they are a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that they would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if they are a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it even slightly addicting. Now you have been transformed into an Anthro orca, or more accurately an Anthro killer whale. That being said, I doubt that you have any desire to kill. This session is almost over, so goodbye, my black, white, and grey friend.